Throughout its storied history, the U.S. Navy has stood as a symbol of strength and unwavering commitment to our nation's security. Today is their birthday, and to celebrate, we are taking part in a ceremony that's as sweet as it is symbolic. I am honored to be joined by Commanding Officer CAPT Reed Koepp and Command Master Chief Zach Montello of the Charleston Nuclear Power Training Unit. Thank you both for joining us today.
No, it's great to be here. Thanks for having us.
So this is the 248th birthday of the U.S. Navy, and there is a central theme that you guys have each year. Reed, could you go over what the theme is for this year?
Yeah, no, we're excited that to celebrate the 248th birthday. The theme for the year is power, presence, and protection, and that gives us an opportunity to celebrate the long-standing history we have of protecting our nation's interests by forward deploying our ships and our submarines, training the world's best sailors in the fleet, and continue to protect our nation's interest.
So, celebrating this birthday each year, how does this celebrate, camaraderie amongst, sailors in the Navy?
Area that we really celebrate is our values of honor, courage, and commitment in the Navy, and it gives us a chance to recenter, celebrate every year, and understand that the people are very important. Our investments in our machinery, our training, our ships, our aircraft carriers, all of our different areas that contribute to our success as a Navy, it gives us a chance to celebrate that.
Zach, could you go over some history of the Navy in the Lowcountry?
Yeah, absolutely. So the U.S. Navy first came to Charleston in 1901. We were called the Charleston Navy Yard back then. And slowly we progressed into a very large port for the U.S. Navy.
Yeah.
And in the late 1990s, that started to progress down. And in 2005, we combined with the Air Force to become Joint Base Charleston. However, there's still a large Navy contingent here in Charleston, South Carolina. We have about 10,000 Navy sailors and two very large commands, both dealing with training to go operate our nuclear propulsion units and our submarines and aircraft carriers for the Navy.
And I do want to ask you, any advice you have for young sailors who are just starting their journey in their career in the U.S. Navy?
Sure. I think that the captain and I often tell our sailors at Nuclear Power Training Unit, we want you to work hard. This is a difficult job, and it does require you to work very hard. Yeah. We want you to do your best always to give everything that you have to our country. And then last but not least, remember this is a team sport, so we want to help all the rest. Yeah. Make sure that we're looking out for our shipmates and our other sailors.
That's beautiful. Reed, do you have anything to add to that?
I would just say it's a tough job, and it's a very small percentage of our nation that decides to serve, and it's an honor to serve alongside them. It's an honor to be part of this training command that enables us to transition our sailors through the last leg in their journey before they can transfer to the fleet and do what they signed up to do. And so I think working hard and embodying our Navy core values of honor, courage, and commitment is right on point.
Absolutely. And so now the cake cutting ceremony. Has this been something that has always been a celebration that you guys have done each year?
I would say as long as I can remember, as long as I've been in the Navy for 23 years, we've always taken the opportunity to cut the cake in celebration of the Navy's birthday, and excited to be part of that again this year for year 248.
Yeah, and are there any rituals, commonalities that happen each year when it comes to cutting the cake?
In general, when we do this at the Navy birthday ball, we would generally find the sailor that was in the Navy the earliest, so the longest serving sailor in the Navy, and then we would also find the youngest sailor, and together they would use our ceremonial sword to cut the cake.
That's beautiful. Well, I think it's time.
All right.
Can we do the honors?
Yes, absolutely.
All
Let's
right,
do it.
perfect. Wow. Well, happy 248th birthday to the Navy, the year of power, presence, and protection. Thank you both for joining us.
Thank you.
It's time to eat cake.
Happy birthday, Navy.
Happy birthday, U.S. Navy.